In the United States, the president has a unique set of powers. These powers are granted by the Constitution and have evolved over time through various administrations. One of these is the power to issue executive orders. This power allows the president to manage the operations of the federal government directly. An executive order is a directive issued by the president. It has the same power as federal law but does not require the approval of Congress. It tells the federal government how to operate. This can include directing specific agencies to take certain actions or implementing new policies. Think of it as an instruction manual for the government. It provides detailed guidance on how the executive branch should function. These orders have the force of law. They must be followed by federal agencies and employees. They are used to implement the president's policies. This can range from economic measures to social reforms. They address a wide range of issues, from national security to the economy. Executive orders can be used to respond to immediate threats or to set long-term strategies. Executive orders are powerful tools. They allow the president to bypass the often slow legislative process. Executive orders are not laws. They do not go through the same rigorous process as bills passed by Congress. They do not need approval from Congress. This gives the president a significant amount of autonomy in certain areas. This allows the president to act quickly, especially in times of crisis, for example, during natural disasters or national security threats. Executive orders are part of the American system of government. They are a tool for the president to ensure the executive branch runs smoothly. They allow the president to act decisively. This decisiveness can be crucial in moments that require immediate action. They also reflect the balance of power in a democracy. While powerful, executive orders can be challenged in court and are subject to judicial review. The process of issuing an executive order is straightforward. It begins with the president drafting an order. This is usually done with the help of advisors. The order outlines a specific policy or action. The order is then reviewed by legal counsel. They make sure it falls within the president's authority. Once cleared, the order is ready for the president's signature. With a stroke of a pen, the order becomes official. It is then published in the Federal Register. This makes it accessible to the public. The order takes effect immediately. The process of issuing an executive order highlights the president's executive power. It also emphasizes the importance of legal review. This ensures the president acts within the Constitution. While the president has the power to issue executive orders, this power is not absolute. The courts play a crucial role in limiting this power through judicial review. This means they can examine an order's legality. If someone believes an order oversteps the president's authority, they can challenge it in court. The courts will then determine if the order is constitutional. They ensure it aligns with existing laws and the Constitution. If the court finds the order unconstitutional, it is struck down. This means it is no longer in effect. This system of checks and balances prevents abuse of power. Judicial review is essential to the American legal system. It ensures no one, not even the president, is above the law. One of the most famous examples of an executive order is Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. Issued in 1863 during the Civil War, it declared the freedom of slaves in Confederate states. The proclamation was a turning point in American history. It changed the legal status of millions of enslaved people. It also made the abolition of slavery a Union war goal. The Emancipation Proclamation was a bold use of executive power. It was also controversial. Some argued it exceeded Lincoln's authority. Others praised it as a moral victory. Despite the controversy, the Emancipation Proclamation remains a landmark executive order. It symbolizes Lincoln's commitment to ending slavery. It also illustrates the impact a single order can have on the nation. Section 5. Relief and Reform. Roosevelt's New Deal programs. Franklin D. Roosevelt used executive orders extensively during his presidency. He issued over 3,700 orders, many of which were part of his New Deal programs. These programs aimed to address the Great Depression. One such order established the Works Progress Administration, or WPA. This program created millions of jobs for unemployed Americans. It funded the construction of roads, bridges, and public buildings. Another order created the Civilian Conservation Corps, known as the CCC. This program employed young men in conservation efforts. They planted trees, built trails, and fought forest fires. Roosevelt's use of executive orders was controversial. Some argued he was overstepping his bounds. However, his actions brought relief to millions and helped the nation recover from economic hardship. Section 6, a dark chapter, Roosevelt's internment orders. While Roosevelt is remembered for his New Deal programs, he also issued one of the most controversial executive orders in American history. This order, known as Executive Order 9066, has left a lasting impact on the American conscience. Executive Order 9066 led to the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. This decision was fueled by wartime hysteria and racial prejudice, casting a dark shadow over Roosevelt's legacy. This order authorized the military to exclude certain individuals from designated areas. It gave the military sweeping powers to enforce these exclusions, often without due process or evidence of wrongdoing. This was used to target Japanese Americans, regardless of their citizenship. Families were uprooted from their communities, their lives disrupted in unimaginable ways. They were forced to leave their homes and businesses. Many lost everything they had worked for, their properties sold off at a fraction of their value. Over 120,000 Japanese Americans were sent to internment camps. These camps were often located in remote, desolate areas, far from their previous homes. These camps were overcrowded and offered poor living conditions. Families lived in cramped quarters with inadequate facilities and little privacy. The internment was a grave injustice. It stripped Japanese Americans of their rights and freedoms solely based on their ancestry. Executive Order 9066 is a stark reminder of the potential for abuse of power. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked authority and the importance of vigilance in protecting civil liberties. It highlights the importance of safeguarding civil liberties, even in times of war. The legacy of Executive Order 9066 continues to resonate, reminding us of the need for justice and equality for all. Section 7, Equality in Uniform, Truman's Desegregation of the Armed Forces. In 1948, President Harry Truman issued Executive Order 9981. This order abolished racial discrimination in the United States Armed Forces. Before this order, the military was segregated. African Americans served in separate units. They often faced discrimination and prejudice. Truman's order aimed to change that. The order mandated equal treatment and opportunity for all members of the military, regardless of race, color, religion, or national origin. This marked a significant step towards racial equality in the United States. Truman's order faced resistance from some. However, it ultimately helped pave the way for the desegregation of other areas of American society. It stands as a testament to the power of executive orders to promote social justice. Section 8, Fair Hiring Practices, Johnson's Executive Orders. Lyndon B. Johnson, who became president after John F. Kennedy's assassination, continued the push for civil rights. He used executive orders to combat discrimination in hiring and employment. Johnson signed Executive Orders 11246 and 11375. These orders prohibited discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin by government contractors and subcontractors. These orders also established affirmative action programs. These programs aimed to increase opportunities for minorities and women. They required employers to take proactive steps to diversify their workforce. Johnson's executive orders were a key part of his Great Society program. They helped to level the playing field in employment and promote equal opportunity for all Americans. Section 9, a balancing act, checks and balances on executive power. Executive orders are a powerful tool for presidents. They allow the president to manage the operations of the federal government and direct specific actions without needing the approval of Congress. This can be particularly useful in times of crisis or when swift action is required. They allow for swift action and policy implementation. However, this power must be exercised with caution and responsibility, as it can significantly impact the lives of citizens and the direction of national policy. However, their power is not unlimited. The framers of the Constitution were wary of concentrating too much power in any single branch of government. The Constitution provides a system of checks and balances. This system is designed to ensure that no single branch, including the executive, can operate without oversight or accountability. Congress can pass laws that limit or overturn executive orders. This legislative check ensures that the President's directives align with the broader will of the people as represented by their elected officials. The courts can rule them unconstitutional. Judicial review acts as a critical safeguard against executive overreach, protecting the rights and liberties enshrined in the Constitution. This system ensures that no one branch of government becomes too powerful. It maintains a balance that is essential for the functioning of a democratic society. The public also plays a role in checking executive power. Through civic engagement, citizens can influence government actions and hold leaders accountable. They can voice their opinions on executive orders through protests, petitions, and contacting their elected officials. Public opinion and activism are powerful tools in a democracy. Executive orders are a complex and often controversial aspect of American governance. They reflect the ongoing tension between the need for decisive leadership and the principles of democratic oversight. They highlight the balance between presidential power and the need for accountability and oversight. This balance is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the nation's democratic institutions. Understanding their history and impact is essential for informed citizenship. By staying informed and engaged, citizens can help ensure that executive power is exercised responsibly and in the best interest of the nation.